By now, you may have seen a number of headlines hitting the news regarding major changes to the real estate industry. I thought I'd take this opportunity to communicate some of the key elements of the proposed changes and address any potential confusion certain media outlets can portray. One of the two key changes that have been proposed is that any realtor owned MLS would prohibit sellers' agents from using the MLS to make an offer of compensation to agents representing buyers who purchase the seller's property. This would mean that offers of broker compensation could not be communicated through the MLS, but they could continue to be an option consumers can pursue through negotiation with real estate professionals. Offers of compensation help make professional representation more accessible, decrease costs for home buyers to secure these services, increase fair housing opportunities, and increase the potential buyer pool for sellers. I would like to make clear that while this was a mandated field in the MLS, commissions have always been negotiable. Commissions always varied, and you could have put a dollar in that field if you chose to do so. This ultimately left a buyer's agent who did not utilize a buyer representation agreement and clearly communicate and negotiate their scope of services to their client at the mercy of what the listing agent deemed their value to be prior to any offer submission. However, one of the other key elements of the proposed settlement is that a buyer's agent would be required to have a written representation agreement with their buyer's clients. These agreements are already being used in many brokerages today, and for many years, these agreements have been mandated in several states. This would, however, force a buyer's representation agreement to be mandated actually nationwide. We believe this is a good thing, and that buyer brokerage agreements help consumers understand exactly what services and value will be provided and for how much. Just like a listing agreement between an agent and a seller, it sets forth the scope and substance of representation, the compensation for such services, and it allows the buyer to be a part of that conversation. The proposed settlement must still obtain final approval by the court, and NAR will take action to implement these changes by mid-July 2024. If you have any questions on how as a buyer or a seller this may affect you, or you'd like to learn more about the creative strategies we have to navigate you through these changes to a successful close, please feel free to reach out to us.